Alright, let's welcome everybody to yet again another exciting edition of the Madiba Official Show with me here, the Madiba Official. It's time for the MOS, that is the Madiba Official Show. So please, if you're here to subscribe to the channel, kindly do us a favor by subscribing to this channel. And after you are done, please help out by turning on the post notification button over there. So in case of any new video, you'll be notified as soon as possible. Hughton was unveiled as the manager of the Black Stars of Ghana yesterday at a colorful event at the LG Mall in Kumasi. And during his unveiling as the new coach of the Black Stars, he made a lot of statements that he answered some of the questions that was posed to him by the media. And we are going to look at some of the things that he answered, and we will talk about some of them and how we think he can best do it to make sure that he can be able to end Ghana's hoodoo and since some 41 years since we last won the Afcon. Now, he was asked about his philosophy as a manager of the Black Stars. Is he going to bring an attacking style of football, or is he going to be a defensive-minded coach? And according to Hughton, he's going to be a winning coach. That's what he's going to be. And for me, I agree with him. Whether you being an attacking-minded coach or a defensive-minded coach, the bottom line is, will you be able to achieve the results that you've been appointed to do? And that's you winning the trophy for Ghana. So one thing that he should do is that he has to make sure that he will develop the players. He shouldn't rush. It's true, his contract is about some 1 year and 9 months. That is up to 2024, 31st December. But he shouldn't rush. He should take his time to build the team, because even if he's to build it and Ghana doesn't win it in his tenure, and we win it after he has gone with the structures that he has put in place and the team that he has built for us, Ghanaians will appreciate the job that he did for Ghana during his short stint as the manager of the Black Stars. So you have to be able to make sure that he will instill that winning mentality in the Black Stars, because that's something that we've been lacking in recent times. You go back to the last time that Ghana won a lot of matches, and even the entirety of 2023, Ghana have won just about 2 matches. Then if you compare during the stint of if you look at the stint of Otuado, Ghana won just 2 competitive matches, and it tells you that it's not anything good to write home about. So it's now time for us to start building the team and instilling that winning mentality in the team. So if he says he's going to build a winning team, I agree with him in that score. And he was asked about Mohammed Kudus, the role that he's going to play for his new Black Stars. Because when we look at how he was deployed by Otuado in the World Cup, at some point in time when Ghana played against Uruguay, he was used as the number 9 for Ghana. Then as some matches too, he was used as part of the midfielders. But when Otuado was, Hughton was quizzed as to how he will be able to get the best out of Kudus Mohammed, who is playing undoubtedly his best season so far as a professional for Ajax Amsterdam, scoring about 20 goals for them. And at Ajax, he has been deployed as a striker and also as a right winger or a left winger, and even as an attacking midfielder. So when he was asked about Kudus Mohammed, he said that after Kudus Mohammed, he will make sure that he will use him in a role that will suit him at the Black Stars. And maybe the roles may differ, but he'll try to get the best out of Kudus Mohammed. And for me, for Kudus Mohammed, he has to try, because now in terms of our offensive-minded players, he's the best of the bunch. Not Andre Ayew, not Jordan Ayew, not Antoine Semenyo, not Iñaki Williams. None other player in the offensive side of Ghana can be able to match the kind of potency that Kudus Mohammed has in him this season. And even you look at the kind of productivity that this guy brings on board, is something that's paramount in the Black Stars. So such a player shouldn't be left to hang to dry, because we've seen in recent times not be able to inculcate and be able to harness the best out of our star players in the Black Stars. Michael Essien will go to Chelsea and he will do very well. He will come to the Black Stars and you will not see that Michael Essien that we've been seeing at Chelsea day in, day out. So if he says that he's going to get the best out of him, he should try as much as possible to get us at least a version of that is Kudus, Mohammed at Ayat, and I think Ghana can be good to go because recent times we've been lacking in that department. Players that will give us goals on a consistent basis. After Samuel left the scene, Ghana will be struggling to get such a player, and Kudus Mohammed has shown this season that he can be the go-to guy for goals when the need arises. So Chris Hughton should make sure that you get the best out of our darling boy. That's Kudus Mohammed, somebody that can drive the ball from the middle of the park, somebody that can score goals, that can create, that can take on players. He's more like a multifaceted player, and for me, I think he's the man that currently Ghana has to be able to build our team around. And if we can do that, I think we can be able to at least be competitive enough when we go to Ivory Coast to play the next Afcon. We are here to qualify though. But Ghana in qualification to the Afcon, you have to go way back to around 2004. That's the last time that Ghana couldn't qualify to the Afcon. We've always been present in the Afcon. So for me, I think we will qualify, and if we're able to get the best out of our star players, we can be able to at least go there to compete. Because you look at some of the teams that are going to compete against, most of them are already ahead of us. You look at Morocco, Algeria, you look at even Senegal, and it tells you the progression. Senegal just won the under-20 cup, that is Afcon Cup. They won the local version. They also won the senior Afcon proper. So as for Senegal, their progression is there from the junior side to the senior side. And Morocco also what they did in the World Cup. Then you look at the likes of Algeria, who are still competitive in their chance. They reach the final. Their senior side is still over there. So this national, even Nigeria that we defeated, yes, most of their players are on form. Terem Murphy, you look at Ademola Lookman, Victor Osimhen, that is on form Osimhen. So you look at all these national teams, and it tells you that the Afcon will not be an easy thing. But if you can get the best out of our star players, we can be able to compete and compete very well in the Afcon. Then when it came to Thomas Partey and his role for the Black Stars, that has been something that most Ghanaians have been asking, because Partey at the national team have been used as a number 10 at the time of that is Kwesi. He has been deployed as an that is offensive midfielder, and even as a DM, that's where he plays currently for Arsenal in the Premier League. So when he was asked about Thomas Partey, he said that maybe the road might be different, but you try to get the best out of him too. And like I said with Kudus Mohammed, Thomas Partey is by far our best midfielder. And if we cannot get the best out of him, what will we get from it? Because this is a player that is giving Arsenal the springboard for them to compete and compete very well, and they're on the verge of clinching their first Premier League title since 2004. And during that time, they had an Emmanuel Petit and then Patrick Vieira. Now, in Thomas Partey, they have their Vieira, somebody that can make sure that he will sit just in front of the defenders, screen the back line, and make sure that he keep in the defensive shield to the defenders for them to be able to feel protected. And when it comes to Ghana, we don't tend to see that version of Thomas Partey. Even against Nigeria in the qualifier to the World Cup, that double header, he scored a goal, but we didn't see that Partey that we wanted to see. So for me, I side with him. You have to try to get the best out of that Partey and give us that version, somebody that can help the other players and give them that confidence that they can go forward and that their back line is well sorted. Now we have Mohammed, that Abdul Salis, somebody that can also help him. So for me, I think getting the best out of that is Thomas Partey is the beginning of Ghana's successes to years to come. Then when he was asked about the local league, he said he'll be monitoring the league. He will make sure that he will be there always to make sure that he can be able to get the best of talent for the Black Stars. And for me, when it comes to this debate, I'm always sitting on the fence, because look, gone are the days when we used to have about 9 players from the local league, even from one team, Kotoko. We got about 10 players or so from other folk playing for the Black Stars, not on the bench, but starting. That was when we had quality players that mature in the league. Now you have these premature players. There's no disrespect to them. Why am I saying they are premature? Look, some of them don't mature, then they'll move out. After 1 year, then they right to go out. I don't blame them, because this is a league that there's nothing in it. The money in the league is nothing to worry about. So when they get a contract that's better than that, they will go. And they have to bring forth some new players that don't have even the experience in the league. Look at Afcon, for instance. Most of the players are from the lower divisions. So you have to mature them and nurture them. And as they are maturing, then they'll be leaving out. So the players that will be left in the league cannot be able to compete for the players that have gotten their training outside. Look at Kudus, Mohammed, for instance. We are saying he's Adalem, but he got most of his training from the J-Land. That is a foreign league. Now at Ajax Amsterdam, he's continuing his progression. Look at Thomas Partey at Atletico de Madrid in Spain. He went to loan at Almeria. So look at those players. Most of them had their training at a tender age outside. Those that stayed in a league, we've not been able to improve them. So these players that we are calling for them to be good to go and do what? If let's say we have a grade A person but that can able to compete very well, we will. A free Banier, a player that we thought was the best in our league. Now at his club, he don't even get minutes. He has played about 5 minutes or so for FC Zurich in Switzerland. So it tells you that they have to take their time. That's why I'm happy with the Chan, a tournament that CAF has brought to make sure that they will give the local players to something for them to be able to compete. We went over there and we disgraced ourselves. So for me, I think if let's say he sees some players, you can call them, but we shouldn't try to give him a quota always with the local players. And whilst these players are not even doing good for themselves in the league, even when we go to the Chan, we don't see the best out of them. This is my humble opinion. Let us know your thoughts on that one. So these are some of the highlights of Chris Hughton's Unveiling as the new coach of the Black Stars. Let us know your thoughts on it. Thank you.